Welcome back to my channel. To the newbies, what's good? To my oldies, what's poppin'? I love y'all. Thanks for joining me once again for another hair tutorial. I'm excited about this tutorial because it's a hairstyle that I kind of created myself, meshing a bunch of different techniques and things to do with braids, and I kind of created this style because I was really going for Zoe Kravitz, Boho Braids that she had for a while, but then I was like, one, I don't know what kind of hair she used because it looks like regular human hair. It doesn't look like Canon hair, which is what I usually use to do my braids or twists, but I wanted to get more of the more hair-like feel that she had with her braids, and so I kind of created a mid style between her type of braids, goddess locks, which are really, really popular right now, and traditional box braids, because essentially the foundation of this hairstyle is box braids, but I kind of give it a different vibe and feel by the way that I left my ends out. And before we get started into the tutorial, I want to give you guys some info on the hair, on the techniques and stuff that I use, so that you know what you're getting yourself into before you get started. So as you guys know, my hair usually looks like this, which means that I have colored ends. My hair is kind of blonde and brown on my ends, but my roots are still my original color, which is a dark brown, almost black hair color. So that's why I chose to go with this hair color. There were other hair colors available, but I was a little afraid of how I was going to be able to blend the colors together. So I just went ahead and used black. Whenever you're doing these type of box braids, obviously you want to hide your hair, which is what I did. I hid my hair in the braids as much as possible, and on some of them you can kind of see my ends a little, but with this style, because of the vibe of it, it really doesn't matter if your hair isn't perfect, which is my favorite part about this whole style, is that it does not have to be perfect. So if you are somebody who's just trying to start doing box braids and braiding your own hair and all that kind of stuff, does this style take a long time to do? Yes, it does. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But is it doable? Yes, it's just a time-consuming job. But honestly, I feel like if you are wanting to skip out on paying someone else to do it, which can get really expensive, upwards to $300, that's before you buy the hair and all that, then I would definitely go for this type of style and try to just knock it out yourself. And part of the reason why I did it myself as well was because this is not a style that I feel has a specific name, y'all. As you guys can see in this video, I titled it Boho Braids because it's kind of a mix of goddess locks, which are super popular right now, and traditional box braids and tree braids, but not really tree braids. It's just a lot, okay? So I just kind of gave it its own name. No, I am not claiming that I created this style from scratch, because every braid, honestly, under the sun has been done before, and I'm sure this technique has been done by other people. I just don't know what exactly it's called technically, so y'all help me out on that. So let's talk about the hair real quick. So I actually used this hair that I've never seen before. I literally saw it in the beauty supply and was like, this might work, because Zoe's braids, the part that I really loved was her ends and how they were just open and full, so it looked more so like hair versus it being Canon braiding hair, and that was the vibe that I was really going for. So since I didn't do my braids exactly like hers, I still wanted to capture that boho feel with the loose hair mixed in with the braids. So that's why my hair in some parts is open undone like this, and some parts is braided. And you guys can see I used some different accessories in my hair too to actually try to hide some of my color that's peeking out too, because I wanted to make this style look as well to put together as possible, obviously. And so as far as how long it took me to do this style, I would probably say I started on one day, and I was from 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. till about 10 p.m. And then the next day I started at 7:30 a.m. and finished around 2 with the accessories and everything. So I don't know how many hours that was. And usually if I'm in a mood, I will just push through and like knock it out. So what I usually do is I find a good Netflix season to binge on and I just braid and watch, and I just do that all night or all day or whatever. So if you can split up your braiding time, that's what I recommend, so that you don't like overwhelm yourself, because this does take a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and I pretty much feel like I'm a fast braider, so sometimes I underestimate how much quicker I am than maybe you guys are. So just put it in your mind that it's going to take you at least a full day, if not 2 days, to knock it out. But I wanted to definitely talk to you guys about the hair. I love it. I've been wearing my hair like this for at least 4 or 5 days now, and I'm not gonna lie, I do have to sometimes re-braid certain pieces because I don't seal these ends. The hair that I bought, I was afraid to seal the ends because I didn't know how the hair would react with water, because technically it still says that it's braiding hair, but you can also like curl this hair and like add heat to it and all this kind of stuff, and it won't like, you know, shrivel up and fall apart on you. So I don't know, that's why I didn't seal my ends, and because of the products that I used, I really didn't need to seal my ends. And before we get this video started, make sure you are subscribed and that you hit that bell button 2 times, y'all, so you don't miss the notifications that I have a new video up. Also want to let you guys know that my new upload days for the summer are going to be every Friday. Y'all, IGTV is here, okay? If you want to get a different vibe from me, check me out on IGTV. I've got some really dope stuff on there. If you want to see what I've got in store on IGTV, I'll link a video here that you can watch that actually shows you one of the videos that I posted on IGTV. But it's definitely a different vibe, definitely all Jade, definitely some inspo motivational type of stuff for you, because that's my heart. And yeah, so go ahead and keep on watching this video. Get your snacks, get your drink, get settled, because it's gonna be a lot, but it's literally gonna be everything you need to know to achieve this style. Focusing on my perimeter first is if you have to stop in the middle of braiding your hair, you can always just pull up the braids and cover this hair that you left out in the middle. So that's just a tip that I find to be super helpful, since this style does take a long time to do. Then I'm gonna start off by using the Creme styler, which is this Beeswax Murray's Creme, to moisturize my hair before I braid it, and then using the Shine and Jam gel to actually focus on my roots and smooth that out. Then I'm going to split my ends just like you would with Kanekalon hair, making sure that they look like this before you start braiding. And then once I start braiding, I actually use my own hair as one of the braid legs. So if you have shorter hair, then you might have to use the rubber band method or something else, another technique to make this work for you. But since my hair is pretty long, it was easy to use my own hair as one of the legs for the braids. This also lets you not use as much hair when you're braiding, and the braids are lighter this way, like weight-wise on your head. So I'm gonna show you that part again, just braiding my hair using my own hair as one of the legs and looping my braiding hair around my own hair so that it's secure. And as I'm braiding, I'm actually using the feed-in braid method. So I'm using little pieces of hair to make my braid longer. Instead of using super long braiding hair, I'm actually just going to start with a section like you just saw, and then adding little pieces in as I see fit. Usually I only add about 1, maybe 2 pieces after I've started my braid. And obviously making sure that you hide your own hair as much as possible in the braid is key. Y'all, I was so excited because this was my last braid. I didn't want to show you guys the entire head because that was just way too much filming and it took way too long. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process. just looping my own hair with the braiding hair and starting to braid down. Now on this piece, I kind of left one side super short, which usually I wouldn't do this because it makes it harder to blend it, but it is what it is. We ain't perfect. So I just kept on braiding. And like I said, I just add in more pieces. And as I'm braiding, like since this one piece is super short, I start splitting that longer piece, as you can see here. That also helps kind of give the braid uniformity all the way down. And you can just keep splitting as you go. It's actually easier as you get used to doing it. It's not as kind of complicated as it kind of looks. It's actually pretty easy to do. And like I said, once I'm at the end, I just leave them. I don't do anything special. Whenever I actually do my hair accessories, which you guys will see that video next, I kind of help keep these ends secured in certain areas with different, rubber bands and accessories and whatnot. So you'll definitely see how I do that in the next video, but I wanted to just do the straight braids in this video. As you can see here, I am all finished. I love this hair. Like I mentioned before, it's super, super lightweight, you guys. If you struggle with your braids being too heavy, this style will be great for you. I'm using some Got To Be gel for my edges. Y'all, this gel is the best for my edges because I can literally take a cotton swab of toner or even like cleansing micellar water, y'all, like for your makeup. I use that on my edges every night to actually clean off the gel so that it doesn't start to cake up on me as I wear my hair out through the days. And this gel literally keeps my baby hairs in place. Where have I been? So yeah, that is how I did this look. Definitely make sure you watch the next video, which is where I show you how I used hair accessories to camouflage my own hair in the braids even more. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until my next one, I will see you later. Bye.